So, from middle school, Bates Academy, you went to Renaissance High School?
Yep, went to Renaissance.
And how was that experience?
It was cool, man. I got in trouble a lot, and it was really like just my parents. They just had a certain expectation, and like I would get. They were like it was an A and B deal, and that's what the bar was, and like I would get too many C's, and so like I'll end up on punishment a lot of times. That or just like talking in class and stuff. And look, in retrospect, I think like maybe I was bored, or maybe I wasn't, or maybe I needed to learn a different way, and maybe it was some things we could have done differently then. But it's like that's me knowing that removed from it at the time. Like maybe I was just cutting up, maybe I was being a distraction as opposed to like handling my business, but it was still pretty good. Like I got a chance to. I felt like I learned quite a bit. I felt like I was prepared for college, and just had some good times, like just with my homies, with my guys, and my friends and everything. And I remember playing football. Like I played JV and I played varsity. I rode the bench mostly, but I was able to contribute a little bit. But just like around this time of year, like this is when teams start training camp, and it's like I haven't played since senior year of high school, but it's like around this time of year I kind of I get that feeling. It's like it's in the air. Yeah. You get that itch a little bit, like, and I miss like just the camaraderie of being around like my guys and the inside jokes and just the different things, and even just like world events and stuff. Like I remember talking about the blackout recently that struck the East Coast, and it was just like, oh yeah, like we was at practice. Like I remember summer workouts, walking through the building and just thinking like, oh, okay, like the power's down in the building, not really thinking or knowing how real it was until like I got to the house and everything. And it's just like these moments and they just shape you and they stick with you.
Yeah, you'll never forget that.
Nah, not at all, man. Like at 9/11, another thing, like I remember, being in the class and somebody coming in and saying like, turn on the TV and the whole thing, and just the solemnness of the day and just how just weird it was and eerie, and like people leaving to go home, and just it was a trip. But it's like those life moments, and then you have like just the fun stuff too. The homecomings, I see the photos. I see my straight backs in 9th grade when I had the braids and stuff, and I couldn't get no hang time on the back. It grew big on top, but I couldn't get the hang time on the back. It just like I had like 9th grade homecoming. I had a koozie on. I brought my dad's koozie so like I could look at that and laugh because like I know I did that. And just the moments, man. You remember those too, and it's love.